I did not want to hurt your friends, but you should have left them behind. Her lumpy orange head looked like a jack-o'-lantern several weeks after Halloween. The elf, in particular, was quite handsome. That's one thing we can agree on, said Ben, raising his weapon. And he wasn't quite handsome. He was super handsome. With a low grumble, the Ogre Lord stepped down from the throne. Her muscles bulged. Her armor shone with blood and rust. I do not wish to fight you, she said, as she bared her fangs. Not every struggle must end this way. Ben took a mighty breath. You're wrong, he said, staring down the end of his blade. The battle must go on. Defiantly, he pulled his +5 cloak of ferrets around him, and he felt a surge of power that can only come from doing the right thing. Or in this case, from a cloak fashioned from the tails of 1,000 cursed ferrets. For turpentine! And he charged, a breeze blowing past him as he dashed across the tomb, sword raised in both hands. It was the stale funk of dungeon, the warm stink of victory. 1. Life with Biscuit. Did you just call me an ogre lord? Huh? A chair squeaked. Ben, are you all right? I'm fine. Outside in the nearest tree, a small bird chirped joyously, and somewhere far away on the recess field, a kickball boinged. Shouts and clapping. A potted plant on the principal's sunny windowsill died of thirst, inches from a full pitcher of water. There was no ogre lord. This was not a dungeon throne room. Across from Ben sat Mr. Sandusky, the principal of Sweet Air Middle School, and a man with far too many photos of his dog on his desk. It was like a shrine to a pot-bellied, bug-eyed pug named Biscuit. A name that Ben knew because Biscuit was usually photographed wearing expensive sweaters with his name on them. You looked far away, Mr. Sandusky said with a smile. Ben blinked, taking in his surroundings. Real life, in all its boring sameness. Room B12, the principal's office. It was 3:15 p.m. on another Friday. Yeah, sorry, he said, feeling a rush of color in his cheeks. The kids outside shouted and laughed, and he'd never felt more alone. Tell me, Ben, said Mr. Sandusky, leaning forward with his elbows on the edge of his desk. How are you doing? A single strand of hair crossed from one side of his pale, bald head to the other, like a crack in an eggshell. On one of his bookshelves sat a framed photo of Biscuit in a stroller. The principal seemed like a nice guy, but it was sometimes tough to take him seriously. Ben would have preferred the Ogre Lord. It's been 6 months since you came to us, Mr. Sandusky said, and I'd like to think you're settling in. His fake smile turned upside down. But I've talked to your teachers, Ben, and they're worried about you. They say you don't pay any attention in class, and don't talk to any of the other students in the halls. They say that you spend all your time doodling in your little notebooks. Ben tried to explain. When I get ideas, I have to write them down. What about making friends? How is that going? I've already got friends, Ben said. But they're back home. I'm sort of the leader, the one who keeps the group together. Well, I was, until we moved. Who's the leader now? Mr. Sandusky asked. It's called a questmaster, Ben said. And the new questmaster is my friend, Big Barry. Why is he called that? Because he's bigger than regular Barry? I see. Ben sighed. I don't really need to make new friends here because we're not going to stay in Sweet Air. Mr. Sandusky's eyebrows jumped. Oh, you're not staying? I have a feeling this whole move won't last very long, Ben said.